This is Buffer Buddies.
Yay!
Woo! Episode 16. I'm pretty sure the audio is recording this time. I'm Jared from UpDownLeftDie.
I'm Tiffany from UpDownLeftDie.
And this is Game Dork, aka Nonsense, aka Dork Genius, from all whatever the heck stuff I have as well.
All right, I'm seeing the little blue lines. They're going up and down when other people are talking. I think that's how you can tell that the thing is working.
And also in chat, we have...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Oops,
my baby.
How am I doing that?
My baby's in chat.
And
Birthday was yesterday. No, it wasn't. Wait, what? Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was.
You are outing yourself right now.
This is not going to end well for you.
This is nonsense, son. It's nonsense.
Oh, we're watching Jason X. But you already knew that from the title of the podcast.
And in the pre-show, I was explaining to Jared how I hadn't seen this movie in so long. So who knows?
I haven't seen this movie ever.
Then welcome, young cohort.
Is this a scary movie?
I think it's supposed to be.
It was probably the most non...
Oh, this is the one with the... What's his name?
Jason X in it, yeah.
Yeah, Matt Damon, right?
That's right. The Lexa Dong. Duh.
Jason Bourne...
Lisa Ryder. I'm reading the titles, everyone.
Oh, I
the
see.
people. I thought that was gonna say chicken nugget.
Why would it say that? That's an eyeball.
I don't know.
Is that...
These effects aren't too bad.
The quality is actually really bad. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Did you change it from low to high?
No.
You got to do that. You got to do that every time.
No. Because then my computer gets sad.
Oh, does it really?
My computer gets sad.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
just
The
like...
quality is like pretty bad on like low
Wow.
setting.
The quality is really bad on LOL.
Well,
What's your snack? What's your snack?
I
got water.
I made a chocolate banana protein smoothie, and I also have the this is Arctic Zero, and I have caramel puffs things. The pops.
What? Game Dork is eating his controller.
Yeah, it was pretty tasty.
Popped Rice Crisps, caramel. That are delicious.
Delicious.
Game Dork, what camera are you using?
My phone camera.
That's really good. You have like really good contrast.
Thank you.
That kind of sounds racist coming from you.
What?
Wait, we saw this
What
eyeball.
F-stop are you using? You racist.
Yeah, F-stop, make it pop, trim, tell the DJ, turn it up, tune. Alright.
But it's just
Probably
like
gonna
dumb because
for a different...
on Rabbit, everyone's camera quality is like just real bad. It doesn't matter how good. Like it looks good, but everyone's still blocky just because that's how Rabbit works.
Well, maybe we're all just Lego characters and you don't...
But I mean, at least it's Rabbit's fault for us rather than it being a genetic issue.
That's
like
true.
real.
At least our faces aren't
in
low
person aren't low bit rate.
Yeah.
Low
just
resolution.
gotta switch that thing to HD, you know?
So like, why is this hockey player, like, what is like, he is so ready for hockey right now?
Well, this is Jason Voorhees. He, when he was, so the lore back then was, let me actually pull up the wiki. Jason Voorhees.
Like, I'm all like waiting for a real like explanation. And so I don't get a fake explanation to come on.
So the wiki says that Jason Voorhees has sleep apnea, so that's why he wears the mask. And then
he made his own like sleep apnea mask because he's like but he also is a big fan of.
Is
this man walking up to Jason Voorhees gonna prank him? He's like, hey guys, I'm from YouTube.
Just stare at this for a little while, you ugly bastard.
Is that?
You walked the prank or whatever. I think that's.
He looks like Jason Garfield.
No, that's Jason Voorhees.
No, I was talking about the guy who was covering his face or whatever.
What are you doing here?
I'm taking.
I want to recast this entire. I want to do a reboot. A Jason. We'll call it Jason Next because it's the next gen. Of
Jason Next.
Well,
yeah.
Next.
Who are we casting?
Dr. Wimmer, you can't risk
go ahead.
him through open country.
Who are we casting for?
discussion.
You are already casting in the beginning without even fully seeing the rest of the cast. I know a
It could
guy.
be anyone.
I know a guy.
Because he has his sleep apnea mask.
That guy.
Sergeant.
I want to be Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. Bob Saget's gonna play Jason
She's-
Voorhees.
Dr. Wimmer, please.
She's what's her name?
Your problem.
Who,
Anne Hathaway.
That was not who I was thinking of.
Yeah, she can
I was
sing
thinking
about
of
how
someone
she's
who
starving.
looks like.
I don't understand any. The set is awful. The lights are just being shined on their faces just from unknown places. Why would he be chained up in a big like warehouse rather than like a room?
This
like,
is a magic trick.
Oh no!
Oh God!
I'm like, where's his
Golly,
mask?
mister. His mask is the source of his power. You have to remove it. It's just like that Mario game with the floating mask.
Yep. Jason has basically been Jason for many, many years, and
Oh yeah. Also, no, I haven't watched any of the Jason movies. I have no idea what the hell is happening.
None. So basically, he has like I don't know, 14, 15 movies or something like that. Like there's so many of them that they got to this point. This was the one that they got to that they were like, oh, what do we do now? I don't know, sit in the space. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was like that ridiculous.
Oh,
like,
is this Jason SpaceX?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one where they sit in the space. But yeah,
like, quick,
in this
call Elon Musk.
facility,
You mean Elon Musk?
But yeah, in this facility, they basically tried to spend their time trying to figure out how to actually kill him, or what like keeps him alive or whatnot. And
but isn't it magic though? 'Cause then you can't science magic.
I would think, yeah.
The answer is actually friendship. That's how he can.
The power of love. You can do anything.
Everyone runs away, so that's why he killed him.
Yeah, haven't you seen Valerian? The answer is love.
Love, with the power of love, you can do anything, even stay alive forever and kill everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
With love.
what they haven't tried, their problem right now, is they haven't given him a Snickers, because you know how you are when you're angry, when you're hungry.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like,
I think I
They should make a commercial like that.
Just give him a Snickers. And he's like, oh, thanks, you guys.
And they give it to him, and he turns into like Justin Bieber or somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody
That would be the best commercial. Or Ariana Grande. It's like,
yeah, like what the heck? Somebody you never...
thanks, you guys. You know how it is when I'm hungry and everyone's dead, like around her, like a bunch of bodies. How
It would
convenient.
have Betty White though, actually.
You think Jason Voorhees X the third is Betty White?
Oh,
Yeah.
When she's
let
hungry?
me tell you.
But I think they already did
Jared.
a Betty White commercial.
Yeah, they did. But look, there's a Jason movie. I forgot which one it is. There's one where they disintegrate his body, and somehow he finds a way to put his mind into someone else's mind, and then starts going killing people as some like black janitor or something.
Oh,
For half of the movie.
so he
Is
is
that not-
the hat from Mario
Yeah.
Odyssey.
Basically, he throws his.
Mario Odyssey is actually just a sequel to this movie.
Oh shoot.
Like what? Somehow in the very distant future, he's like put into a hat, and then he's like lands on Mario's head. And
Yeah, and then he possesses people. Question. Did she die?
I
probably.
Know. She kind of looked like she was just passing out.
Or
they were probably like
she was in a cryogenic chamber and then she got frozen up.
That's right. See, they get broken up like a million years later or something. I'm probably exaggerating.
In space, or is this like a Snow White thing where Jason Voorhees takes off his mask and then he like gives her a little peck and then like she wakes up. And then these guys with the gas mask going down into the basement, whatever they're going in, they're clearly the 7 dwarves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Good call.
Yeah, this is just another Disney movie.
In disguise. This was their first take at like a horror film, but they didn't want anybody to know.
Yeah, they're just like, maybe we're too ahead of our time.
But it makes sense if you think about it, like how the plot was ish is.
Yeah, like why does Disney just limit themselves to kids movies? Why don't they make like a shell corporation and they're like, oh yeah, it's murder movie incorporated. And no one knows it's owned by Disney. But then
Nintendo, the same thing though.
Yeah. Why not? Like, why not make another company that just makes all those other? Unless this is it, and we don't know. This is it.
Oh, yeah. It could be. I like how they look like they're supposed to be protected from things, but also they just look like space fire.
Regular dude. It's freaking happening upon the cryogenic.
Manufactured in 2010. Precise historic records are inconsistent.
I want them to open it already. They
what I'm thinking? Open it up, yo. Open it up.
And then immediately all die, and it's like, yes, this is the movie. It's over already.
Yep, they would. He already wanted to. Look at him.
Why was he frozen in that position when?
Why is he raising his arm? Like, it makes no sense.
He's trying to break. He wanted to break the.
Oh, I guess so. Maybe.
Organic composition is unclear.
Can someone tell me what's on his?
Jason probably could have done it too.
Some kind of 20th
He would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you.
Look, listen to that. 20th century. So that means how far in the future are we right now?
21st century.
Armor. Used in a sports squad in 2024.
It used to be outlawed. And like, how far are we in the future now?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
They're in.
But there's probably Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century, and
yeah, who's
because they said outlawed in 2024. Like, we're not even in that year yet. So we're like a week almost there. But,
I can't wait for hockey to be outlawed in a few years.
This dumb kid just got his hand frozen to the mug. I have one time washed my hands and got into like a freezer, and I put my hand against the wall and I got stuck.
Guys,
Jeez.
you got another body.
It's really good.
How did you get out?
Yeah.
It wasn't. I just peeled myself out, but it wasn't like that bad. But it was like I was like, oh, I can't move now.
So how come this girl is covered in tubes if this room hasn't been opened? She didn't like die and then like cover herself with like tubes.
She was cold and they didn't have blankets, so she used the tubes.
Are you saying that
As she was falling down and fainting, she. Let me just quickly.
But she is deteriorating.
Is this lady a robot?
Compromised her hibernation.
I think they're all robots.
Get ready for dust off. We have a priority evac. Copy that.
This guy has a cowboy hat.
Not 5 now.
This is almost as if Josh Whedon wanted to try his hand. Let me go from Serenity to doing this. Oh gosh! Oh god!
He chopped off his. I thought he chopped off his arm, and I was like, yes.
Oh yeah, fine. I'm missing my arm.
He did chop off his arm. Jason's arm fell and chopped off the guy's arm.
They vacuum sealed his arm. Why are they so like not reactive to that fact?
Pick up the arm.
They're in the future. That arm's just gonna grow back or something.
Don't worry, I will go back in 5 hours. Let's just fit these staples. Keep the blood.
Well, I like how they found this man with a hockey mask, and like, neat. Oh, hold on, this dying lady? Let's save her. But there's a living person right there. Like, they didn't know Jason's like murderer. So why are they so concerned with the dying lady and not like also saving this not dead guy.
Yeah, I'm very shook right now, you guys. When you guys said it was being taken in place in space, I didn't believe you. And then
I never said that.
They
And it's true.
yeah.
So the equivalent of that for Freddy Krueger, which actually wasn't a bad idea technically, but the equivalent of that for Freddy Krueger was the movie where it was about the movie. Like the actors who played in the first Nightmare on Elm Street were actually actors, but Freddy Krueger was real apparently, and coming after them in real life or something, and trying to get into our reality.
That's some weird meta stuff that they should never try again.
It was like the first like meta type of movie that I remember back then. So
hold on, you guys. Did you see this guest person in our room? Do you see their name?
I cannot see the name from
Attila the Honey. It's pretty funny. Because the rabbits, Honey and Bunny, and Attila the Hun and bunnies.
That's what you look like.
Oh, I
But also,
see.
how'd they get in here and they're not in Discord? I'm so confused. How come that keeps happening like every week? There's someone in here and they don't join Discord. So they're literally just watching a bad movie by themselves.
Maybe
maybe you should hold up a sign in your webcam that just says join our Discord, and with the link. And that way when people come in, they see you, they see the shirt, they go, oh wait a second, that's what they're doing. I'm so stupid.
Can I just put in the chat what we're doing?
Is there?
But like you can. That's what
the only way to get into this room is like by like going to bufferbuddies.com or being in Discord, or I guess being friends with us on Rabbit. But like, I'm not friends with them.
So you're saying that you don't think people can see you like just randomly?
It's impossible.
No, you're not. I don't do the go live thing anymore. So there's only, you can only get in via like invite link. I'm pretty sure. So that's what I'm saying. Like they must have found our like Twitter. But I tweet bufferbuddies.com. So like that's like my thing. Like how are you getting in here?
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this movie? Is this
Oh, so they did take him. Okay.
Is this part of the Star Wars prequel?
He's not one charging the
Maybe he's the first Sith.
To check your circuits.
Yeah, like Vader 1.0.
This guy's holding his. Is that a fake hand or his hand?
No, that's his arm. How come there isn't any blood whatsoever?
Because she shot him with the thingy.
But his other arm would be dripping. I don't know. It seems like it'd be messy.
It was really cold.
Yeah.
The ship is also a cryogenic.
Yeah, it coagulated. And
Warm and ready. Good. KM begin stabilization.
is she a robot? Is that what we decided?
I feel like she is.
Levels, cerebral perfusion.
Yeah, she's kind of a heartless beast.
I live to serve. Yeah, she just said.
Decrystallization of the membranes is now at
What do they call it?
Or she's the perfect woman. Am I right?
Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down.
17 and
Is that what's his
Here we
name?
go. Stay still.
Is it Jason Voorhees?
Nah, I'm talking about the black guy. Try to think.
Specimen 4420 found in sector 3930 Al on Earth Prime. Subject discovered in complete
20,043.
Shield your eyes, lads. That's a bra and a panties theme.
I like how that kid with the no arm, they just like laid him down in a tanning bed. Like, yeah, just lay on your side near your arm. It'll fix itself.
Also, why is he a kid?
Hey.
What?
That's a cool animation, by the way. Who made that?
Thank you. I made that.
Really? That's cool.
For podcast listeners, we're talking about the Buffer Buddies logo.
Hi, baby.
Beep, beep, beep.
Is that the new Buffer Buddy sound now?
It could be.
Confirmed.
That's not a good
Confirmed.
And sexy.
It's a Okay, so.
Oh man, I mean, this is sort of a early spoiler. If you're listening to this podcast, we're recording a new one tomorrow. But I'm not going to say what it is, and I'm not going to say when it comes out. But we're starting a new podcast. I'm very, very, very excited for this one.
I know what movie this is. This is Captain Planet.
What?
Okay, you guys, you know what? Just get the hell out.
She's wind. There's love or heart or whatever it is.
Thanks, Adrian.
And then Jason is Captain Planet.
See what you can salvage from the optic cortex.
And then he's gonna go into space and he's gonna save everyone.
He's gonna save everyone.
Yeah.
By murdering them.
Well, no, he's gonna be like, man, I'm so tired of being the bad guy. Oh my gosh, there's aliens. I realize that humans are valuable. Precious.
Is that Jason's body?
Yeah. No, that's the girl.
That's the girl.
Think. Yeah.
That was Jason at first.
She has tapeworms crawling all over her.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
That's the worst technology.
I want to cry. That's an eyeball.
Wait, why is she doing that?
She's pulling out his eyeball.
That's it.
Don't like it.
Oh my gosh.
He's watching you, just so you know, girl. He's looking at everything.
Ew.
What is happening?
That's a delicacy right there. That's a delicacy.
Oh, she's gonna eat it. She's gonna go yum 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 yum.
Starts licking her fingers.
Oh gosh, maybe she's Jason.
Could be. I've known his powers to fluctuate like that every once in a while.
Cool, it's working. Wow, good science guy.
Cell reconstruction is complete. Defib in 3.
Man, look at those red blood cells go.
1.
It's just like House when they do the inside view.
And then it goes da na 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 na.
It doesn't do that.
It's like they threw one movie on top of another movie because another movie.
And then asked Sci-Fi Channel to direct it.
Yeah.
Because something about these sets and the lighting and like the feel of it is all like cheap sci-fi feeling.
Yeah,
but not Sci-Fi Channel before. It's the new Sci-Fi Channel.
No. It's the old Sci-Fi Channel. That was where all the bad movies were.
Normal and strong.
At least I felt like they were worse because now Sci-Fi actually has like pretty. They're doing a little better. Oh yeah, Dark Matter. No. I mean, The Expanse is made by Sci-Fi, and it's actually quality show. So they're trying to not be so all around bad. But I feel like all the really bad natives, like Gigantic Python or whatever it was called, or Anaconda or something.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that was the real
Python.
Yeah, that's a bad knockoff of the bad movie. That's the one I made in my backyard with like a hose, and they turn it on full blast. And it's like a bunch of GoPro, and I'm like, oh, giant python, oh. That's
so I'm reading the wiki. I'm reading the Jason wiki, right?
We're on our way back home, and
so it says since Friday the 13th, Jason lives. Filmmakers have given Jason superhuman strength, regenerative powers, and near invulnerability. So Jason X-Men?
2455.
pretty much.
Is that what that is?
He's only one guy with 1 million powers.
I want his.
He's like Peter from the Heroes.
All right, you got the answer though. The year is 2455.
Very good. But I'm expecting his machete to come out of his arm like a Wolverine thing.
And then machete comes out of nowhere.
I can't wait to watch this in 2455 and be like, God, this is so dumb. None of this ever happened. This is not how it is at all.
You bastard. We've hit the mother load.
I really
to find out what makes him live so you can inject me with it so I can live longer.
I can't wait for the anime Jason X Machina.
100-year-old frozen specimens.
Anime Jason X.
Can you imagine him with like big eyes and like blush on?
100 years old.
I'd watch it.
I'm gonna look this up. Hold on. Jason Voorhees.
I feel like the girl should have been a regular random girl, like at Camp Crystal Lake type of situation, who then gets into that situation, who then is plucked into the future and in space. Like that seems like I want to be along with her journey for that ride. Like really, like oh man, like this is crazy. Like there was a
50 years old. She's nearly twice as old.
There was an old The Hills Have Eyes where the main girl who ends up being the survivor is blind. So while she's trying to survive all that, like you literally feel like on the edge of your seats because you're like, how the like this is horrible. These things are gonna rape her, and she's like blind trying to escape. Like it's horrible.
The other
but good. Good suspense.
Jason Voorhees, is it?
Maybe he's just really self-conscious. That's why he's wearing the mask, right?
He killed nearly
It's like I can't. I don't fit in here, Mom.
That's right. Jared, don't you that Jared disappeared. Jared has been kidnapped again.
You work up
by Jason.
No list.
But
He's gonna come back as
He's mine.
What are you
as Jason.
He went to get a hugger, man.
Enough.
You are son of a bitch.
Just got a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Blow out.
Wow. What did Garfield get?
Professor.
The movie, like the cat
Yeah.
To talk
movie. Let me look it up. Garfield movie, Rotten Tomatoes, 15%. So not. This one did 19%, so it did better than Garfield.
That's crazy. Oh, again with the cutting of the whole.
Yeah, like she's just digging into him like a cake.
What the hell's happening?
It's the cooking channel in space. Iron Chef. Oh, it's gonna be someone she like knows, or it's gonna be her face peeling off the mask.
Peeling Berlin.
Oh, poor baby. No wonder you wore this thing.
Yep. All the kids laughed at him. I just
she sticks it back on.
Harder.
She seemed like she was married to Charlie Sheen.
He's been a naughty little boy.
I'm very confused.
This
Not
is awful.
her. Where are we?
Oh, God. Yeah, that's it.
That's it right
This
there.
is is this?
Daddy wants it hot.
Oh, yeah, that's
Right
it.
there.
Yeah.
They're not actually. Well, yeah, they are. No, they're not. I don't explain to the podcast at all about this moment.
It's like some weird space sexy time thing, but like
There's
it
nothing
was just
space
very-
about it.
And now there's goo.
well, she had
on the ceiling.
she had like the forcepsy thingy, and
Ooh.
that just makes it sciencey.
Wait, that wasn't the ceiling. That was black. Oh yeah, it was dripping from the ceiling.
Oh, because his blood is starting to flow again.
Well, I still don't like that. I still don't get that. Hey, this lady's at SAP. We could make her come back to life. And then there's this guy who was alive, perfectly frozen, and they're like their logic, they should immediately just like, oh yeah, just unthaw him, and it'd be great. But like, I don't understand like this. Like, let's dissect him a little bit. Like, wouldn't he have come back to life to first?
You know, I don't know.
What do you think?
This
What
is
the
a
hell's
very
happening?
odd movie.
What the heck?
That's actually really hilarious.
I was like, what?
This is going to work. Why do you want
Joe,
these things
confirmed
anyway?
she's a robot.
Well, Janessa's...
Confirmation.
Yes.
She could be an alien.
Let's not complicate things.
An
okay?
alien with fake
I like
nipples
you just the way you are.
that fall off at the drop of a hat.
And they're pepperoni from Space Pizza. And they had leftovers.
What is happening in this movie?
Okay. So
Nothing is happening.
Since you haven't seen any of the Friday the 13th movies, this is
It's all
always
about
a
like,
scene
yeah, like
in every
sexy
single movie,
teens.
and they always die. Anyone who ever has sex in these movies die, and that's what they try to tell you. Is basically stop having fun and going into the woods and drinking and being stupid. And then he kills everyone.
Also, like I like how in order to make that theme persist in this movie, that there's all these like 18-year-olds performing very deep level science. Like it looks very, very like PhD level stuff, and they're looking into microscopes, but everyone on the ship is like a good looking 18-year-old. Yeah, we're all scientists from the future. Like
except for the kid who got his arm chopped off.
Yeah, he looked like he was 16.
Oh man, that guy's she's gonna get got first. No, she's gonna survive, right? Because she's not doing the do.
She's doing science. He respects that.
Yeah, he's like,
he's gonna like raise a machete and be like, "Oh yeah, science." And he like puts it down and walks away.
She doesn't hear him wake up.
Jason's a ninja.
Yeah, Jason.
Oh, that's why his mask.
So, like, is his mask just like only being held onto his face?
Oh,
hey, man.
snap! He grabbed her by the head.
That's not.
I know. He's had so much goo and blood on it.
That's not how you get ladies' attention. Where's my cell phone? I like how he's like lifting up her shirt, like, oh, oops, oh no.
Is he gonna frozen freeze her
He was
face?
trying to help.
Oh, that's gross.
That's horrible.
Ow!
Jason, I'm telling his mom.
He froze her face and smashed it like a watermelon, and that was really gross.
Tasty.
I thought this was the intro to Frozen, the Disney movie, because she had like blonde hair, and she kind of looked like Elsa. And I thought maybe that's how she got her powers.
Let it go.
I brought you something to eat.
He's Jason. I figured it
Not
out.
much longer and we'll be at Earth.
Oh. Yeah, no one winds up carrots like that.
It's dead. The oceans, the soil.
If you'd like to grind up some carrots in the bedroom with me, please.
Oh gosh. No.
Can you stop having sex, people? Listen, get it. Jason doesn't like sex, and he hasn't been able to ever have sex because he had that face for his whole life, man.
That's probably why, man. That's why. Okay.
Also,
in the beginning, it was in a camp. It was in a camp, and all the counselors were having sex instead of watching him, and he drowned. And then his mom got pissed off, and she was the killer in the first one. And then
This scene.
like that's it.
A project leader at Crystal Lake Research.
Also, please, can we be in the future where we screw up Earth and we're like, what should the new planet be called? And we're like, Earth 2. Like, really? Really? The 400 years in the future, and they're like, yeah, Earth 2, whatever, you guys.
Electrocution,
Earth
gas,
2.
firing squad. We even hung him once.
That's as original as Flash using it, and they do because it does exist in the DC universe.
Cryogenic stasis.
She looks familiar.
Freeze him until we could figure out what to do.
Yeah, I think she's in stuff.
I thought so.
Yeah,
Like movies.
she's probably the most respected out of anyone. The other kid who got his arm chopped off was in a few movies back then too, and so it wasn't. It was kind of like that typecast of himself type of.
Oh, interesting.
Before Jonah Hill and
Gives you back your life.
guys became.
Well, I'm
Really?
surprised that we're like, I don't know, we're not seeing more of that kid. At least not yet, I guess.
He was probably in like Surf Ninjas or something.
What if there's like some weird conspiracy where like he's like there's an actor like in a bunch of the movies that we've watched, but like or like there's some thread connecting them all together.
Yeah, and then at the end we're gonna find out how to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Guys, our star patient is back.
Well, we know Stan Lee is the one thread in the Marvel movie universe, so if we could only get one person like that.
Yeah, we should play like the Kevin Bacon game
What are those?
These are
and
Janessa's
like
love children.
see what.
1 second
You've
to.
seen of yours. That is what repels.
Wait, who's this lady? Where'd she come from?
You've met Sergeant Brodsky?
I just happened to palm the ship.
And this
I feel like they didn't like introduce her to us. Just like just now.
Love bot.
Easy.
She's just a salesman selling bots.
There's a knowledge matrix android.
She came to talk to them about space.
SpaceX.
Now listen.
She looks so real.
She's in SpaceX.
Where do you want this? Lab 2, I think.
Oh, whoa, where did you get that?
I was having sex, and then some guy gave it to me.
The hockey mask.
You brought him on board?
He's in the next lab. We're quite safe.
And then kidnapped everyone.
Our scans reveal him to be very dead.
You don't know him like I do.
Could your scans be wrong? I think you should just get rid of him, Professor. He's
What
too
the?
dangerous.
Is she talking? Is she trying to get rid of Jason off the spaceship?
Wait, yeah.
She knows that he's dangerous, but they don't know that the girl died.
He is an unstoppable.
I don't know. She's explaining the story to him. I don't understand why their research lab that she was in, why'd they just launch him into space?
Show me.
Well,
Like,
they didn't have
won.
time, obviously. They died.
They had him chained up. They had a bunch of things going on.
But they died still because he got away. He got free of the chains.
But
remember?
before that, why even have him? Why even have a
Yeah, like why
facility
didn't
for
just
him?
stick him in a space?
They set up
cannon?
they set up in a cryogenics lab freezer thing. Why even do that? Why not just be like, hey, we captured Jason, boom, into the sun, done with it.
Oh, get out of there! Don't just stay. All right, well, he's going, so you can just
Bye.
go to sleep or.
Yeah, she's like, oh gosh, I think he's gonna kill me, and she just goes back to sleep.
Sergeant.
I got it.
No, Sarge. Damn. Look, Sergeant, we need to talk.
Dude, he got. Man, Jason's killing like really fast. He's like going through his list. Like he's like a
Let's see.
busy man.
Barbara's next, but if I cut the corner over here, I can get Todd in the other room.
You don't know that Stoney is dead. You just saw him get dragged away. He could be alive. You're making a lot of assumptions. Did you just assume my vitality status?
You know what I'm imagining? I'm imagining the spaceship is like IKEA, where there's like shortcuts to different departments. And
Yeah.
like that. And he's just like going through.
Yeah, I need a new sofa, so let me kill these two bodies on top, and then I'll be able to lay on top of it.
Is that what Jason sounds like?
He finally spoke. He doesn't speak until no one's.
Yeah, he doesn't speak, so I do imagine him like, hey guys, why are you? I'm gonna kill you guys. Told you to be. Now let me die in the lake. He still talks like he was like a child, right? Or did he die as a
dang, 'cause he
full-grown
got
man?
stuck there. Yeah. Wait a minute.
What the heck is this? Is that Starship
Is this?
Troopers?
Yeah, are we watching Starship Troopers now?
Why is there a lizard man?
This is a video game. Watch. It's a video game. It's VR.
How are you? What is the? Okay, yes, I'm a little confused still.
I just saved your ass.
I'm very confused.
They literally did want to make this like sci-fi.
It's still 9:30.
Yeah, but I got my.
Oh, I see. They're playing a game. Is that?
So what do you say next kill
Guys, right?
Lock and load, killer.
But are those that kind of things actually hurt you? Wish.
I don't get these games where like next kill games.
Oh, you know, one of the things that we don't even know if it was just every alien.
Pause play.
Jason killed an alien. That's a first. Yeah, I guess it was a first back then when he did it.
He's just going through like I don't know these characters like backgrounds. These.
Oh my arm again.
And he just went
Does not count as a kill.
Yes, it does.
Why is he still talking?
Yeah, how
It
would
is
he
a
be?
game. It is a game. I forgot.
Okay, screw this. Game over.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
because they weren't physically there.
Now when
Oh,
VR gets to that point, then we'll celebrate, right?
Oh. Well,
That's
why
what-
would it
okay.
be Jason? Oh, Jason's confused.
What the hell?
Oh, well, that didn't last very long. I thought he was
This is
gonna
real.
have a bit of.
I know.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh, how sweet. He wants
Oh
to
man.
No, you think you're tough, little man? You're like me, guy. Go.
That's also real.
See?
Oh wow.
That's what
Just broke his
That's
back?
what he gets. I never
Just
would have done
toss
that.
them aside.
Like Jason can do that to anybody. The Rock, he can freaking do
Yeah.
that too. So come on.
Well, he's like super inhuman, right? Isn't that the?
Yeah.
But that's also real dumb that he jumped on his back because then like if he shot him and the bullet went through, like that's not a good position to put yourself in. Ow, it's still shooting me.
If Jason's technically dead, like his skin has to be like soft like that. But if the bullet's just gonna go straight through.
safety of the people
So,
on this ship.
I guess you don't need to care about the characters. They're all gonna die anyways, right? That's the...
Yeah, because it's like I was like, oh, I can't believe. I'm surprised they haven't brought that kid back. Well, they did, and he died now. Now it's not. I guess it's a pretty good movie like writing trick though. Like you don't need to build character depth if you just kill everyone. Like really.
But it doesn't make it a good movie.
No, but it covers up like the fact that these are really. Like, you don't have to put any work into it. Hey, we're gonna have like 12 people on set. What's my character's like? What's the depth? What's his backstory? You don't need one. You're gonna die in 10 minutes. Oh, okay then. Like, like you don't need to add depth to the. You don't need to put work into that. You go, oh, I get. He's a guy. Oh, he likes that girl. Oh, they're together. Oh, they're dead now. That's all you need to know. Is like.
What the heck?
Yeah, I guess you're in it for like the violence and the gratuitous like killing rather than
in these movies it was always the virgin that survived, and it's most I don't know like they don't seem like they're doing that aspect.
Sarge, I got Dallas.
In this movie per se.
He's dead.
Because like that girl was just a lady, so
oh hell yes. Hold on, let me read this. Wait, maybe not.
What is happening?
I'm trying to find. This is a weird website.
Condor Kicker and I will take cargo main. The rest of you take port side.
Okay.
I hope they know what they're doing.
Okay, this is
live for this stuff.
A Robert Ebert review of Jason X from April 26, 2002.
Nice.
And let's see. Oh, I see this. I like the first thing is this sucks on so many levels. Dialogue from Jason X. So he starts his review with that.
But that's a professional review?
It's Robert Ebert.
Wow.
And he gave it.
Man, I used to watch all his reviews.
Half a star.
That was my guy right there.
Really? I felt like I was a bit young. But when I felt like when I did check out some of his reviews, they're all like too strict, and like he rated a lot of movies I like enjoyed watching like badly, and like I don't know.
Ebert and Roper.
I felt like it was too snooty.
Yeah, like too pretentious, right?
Yeah. Also, I can't imagine how bad of a movie compass I would have if I watched like every single movie ever. I think I would just lose all sense of like context of like what I'm like doing.
Yeah. Plus, when you're doing it actually to review it, like I know for a fact that watching things and playing games to review them is a completely different process than just enjoying what's there. So,
but
like,
have you read the review for Pokemon, the first movie?
Yeah. Or at least on what was that on where it was?
PGI.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
But he in order to understand the Pokemon movie, he had to play the Pokemon card game. So he played it against a kid and basically get scammed by the kid out of all his cards. And that's really funny.
But also, like, he went to the card game rather than like the Game Boy game. Like, it's like out of all the resources that you think you need to like pick up, like the card game is like the least important to Pokemon.
Maybe he didn't know there was a.
Probably not. Like he's an old guy.
Old guys don't play video games.
We nailed him. But what's funnier, that he wrote this really interesting review like out of context or without context, or that the fact that people are defending the movie like very passionately?
Yeah, I like this. So one of his things in that review, it sucks, everything about it's bad, whatever. That's me paraphrasing. Quote, only its title works, and I wouldn't be surprised to discover that the name Jason X is copyrighted circa 2002 World Wrestling Federation, and that Jason's real name is Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, shoot. This changes everything.
Yeah, what if it is? Jason X is technically Friday the 13th, part 10.
Jason X.
Jason X Factor. and then he has to like sing and dance. Oh, Jason Triple X, where he like has to defend America.
Jason, we need you. I was trying to be Samuel L. Jackson, but
what's that? It just sounded like some farmer guy.
I just imagine the intro to Jason or Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage, but it's like that monologue that who's that guy? Tiffany. Oh my gosh, Samuel L. Jackson. So it's like the monologue of Samuel L. Jackson, and it pans around, and it's Jason X instead of the football guy, and then Jason X just chops off Samuel L. Jackson's head. Ha! This guy.
And then
this guy's on the drill bit of like a giant drill, and he's spinning it around because gravity's pulling him down on the drill.
Ow!
Crazy.
I thought that was really funny.
That was
these deaths are kind of like creative to some degree.
And they're pretty gross though.
Yeah.
That like you gotta realize like by the time it got to this movie, like they ran out of ways to like they said you gotta start making these deaths interesting now, man. Cause what a
Dude, I'm not a huge fan of gore.
So you never see all like Devil's Rejects, huh?
No. I mean, you know, like that, like I like really like high octane action type stuff, but not really gore. It's too squishy.
Is that
what do you place like Walking Dead and stuff like that?
I mean, I so for Walking Dead, I literally watched the premiere of the season and the finale of the season, and I asked everybody else what happened in between. It's too squishy. There's too much wetness going on.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
so
but it's not like
not everybody
blood.
can handle like that type of stuff.
Well, okay, so it's not like it's just blood, but it's like chunky. You know what I mean? It's like
because they're dealing with
like bits,
almost 10-year-old zombies on that show that have been dead for years, have sitting in the water and their skins falling off.
Yeah, it's like bits and softness, and it's like a soup, like a chicken noodle soup.
Yeah,
it gets chunky, and I'm not a fan of like chunky skin bits. But yeah.
Well, the drama of the show is the addition of it. It's hard sometimes to explain to people like why anyone likes The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones even, because technically people would think Game of Thrones is like Lord of the Rings or something, and it's not. It just isn't. You have to come at it.
I mean, I like it. I like it enough, you know, to keep up, but I can't sit down and watch it. Like I don't care that much.
Which one, Walking Dead or Game of Thrones?
Kind of both.
Oh, skeleton, my dear.
It's just you have to be really involved, and I don't.
I agree. I'll tell you the reason. Like just like with anything, with me and like the Marvel universe or coming into like the DC TV universe, when you watch something, I had no idea what Game of Thrones was. I didn't read the book. I didn't heard people saying, "Oh, you need to watch Game of Thrones," and it took me like 3 or 4 seasons to actually get into it at all. When I did, it went from being one show to a completely different show because it was like, oh, the thing about like dragons and magic and zombies or any of that stuff was myths to people. People on the show didn't think it existed. And as the show goes on, you start to see that it does, and it changes like the whole aspect of the show. It becomes something different. Lord of the Rings, you start with knowing Gandalf has magic. You know what I'm saying? There's this ring that people have power. Like all that stuff does exist. Like it's not myths. So
hold on, pause, Game Dork. This guy, his entire lower body just got chopped off of him, and he's crawling away.
Yeah.
Well, I also like he's like, don't take your eyes off him, and then he immediately turns around like what do you not understand about like that?
So Jason X Files is magic, right? Is that what
I'm guessing magic. going really fast. Going back to this review, I read most of it. It's not that interesting, but I thought it was interesting. He tries parallels to this too. This movie is a low rent, rent read. I don't know what that means of Alien though. And I thought it was interesting. You're right. This is basically Alien, the movie, on the spaceship. But instead of an alien, it's Jason X, and it's the same movie, just not good. But it's like pointing like, oh, it's the same story essentially, or the same like thing.
Yeah, it's like would it have been better if they didn't set it in the future? Like that would.
This guy's hilarious. It's gonna take one more poke in the ribs to do it. Yep, that ought to do it.
And then dies.
I wanted to say my last words. Like, gotta do more than that to kill me. Oh, yep, that's gonna do it. And then I die.
Good job, kid. I'm proud of you. So you know what this is reminding me of?
Alien.
So you know how like in video games and stuff, and then like just the fallout and the destruction of it, and then there's Viscera cleanup detail where you clean up after all these like different video game scenarios. I feel like it's kind of like that, but just like go straight to all the killing bits and none of the rest of the movie.
Yep. Like what's his mom's name? You know what I mean? We don't know that.
What is Jason Voorhees?
I like how they just introduced a new character. I feel like they are like, oh, people are dying, we need more characters. Just add more into the movie.
So they added a pirate?
Yeah, they just got a pirate.
Oh, we know a good replacement for him. What's his name? He's in like a lot of the like Seth Rogen. He was in like Pineapple Express. Eastbound and Down. Like I forgot his name. He's on a show where he's a teacher right now, like along with some other
Danny.
Yeah. Danny McBride.
Yeah.
There's the replacement for the pirate guy. He'd probably have a better role. Who's the cowboy? Who do we?
Maybe like Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect casting for both.
Hold on, this would be great.
Let's get these like high profile actors. Let's act for 2 minutes and then kill them off.
Yes, please make a movie like that. Because no one would ever believe. If just like seeing Bill Murray in Zombieland, like no one believed. There was like so much of a weird moment that they're in Bill Murray's house and that he's in there. He's what the hell did you guys do?
Yeah, like it's this entire ensemble where everyone. Oh gosh,
these practical effects. Oh wait, never mind. These are bad. They look like at first they look really good, and now they look like I don't know. I'm like torn. If that looks good, or if that looks like two pieces of paper animated together.
Maybe it looks good for the time.
Oh my gosh, horrible! You guys are dead. There's no way you guys are.
Oh man, I'm getting Mass Effect 3 flashback.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, what is that? What is that hot dog looking thing? Or hot dog bun looking thing?
That's their ship.
What just got wrecked?
The USS Hot Dog. That is a space station called Solaris.
They were supposed to land there to freaking survive.
They're gonna stop there instead of going all the way to Earth 2.0, the second Earth.
Freaking Jason or someone messed up their navigation. When they have to act like the room is shaking, but the room is not. I always forget about those moments.
Gone.
Okay, you guys are all gonna act like the room is shaking, and we're just gonna shake the camera.
For yourself, it's gone.
Oh.
What are we gonna do?
Who is she?
I've been here the whole time.
There's so many new characters. It's like, you know what it is? it's a line of actors waiting outside, and they're just like, we want to fit all of you, give you all a chance.
Well, I mean, that's what I like about this movie, though, is like they never tell us how many people are on board, and he could like kill for this movie could go on forever. They could just keep adding like, oh, that's right, I'm on board too. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, who killed this man? Oh, I'm dead too. And then they just keep a flow of people just walking into the room, and you just like stab.
Horde mode.
Yeah.
Wait a second, didn't they already kill that guy?
Could you imagine if horde mode in a video game was flipped and it was players that keep joining the game are the waves and the AIs are just like standing there like defending, and you're like, man, there's only I can keep joining horde mode, I keep just dying, and it's like that's part of the like, oh man, reverse horde mode.
What are you doing? Shh.
What are you doing?
It's okay, I'm wearing a red
Why
shirt.
you gotta be the
I'm special.
Send a freaking robot, man. Why are you sending yourself?
There has to be a Jason
Mantzoukas.
room escape. A Jason Mantzoukas room escape, right?
You have to escape each room before he gets
I was gonna type that.
But now I also want like a Jason movie, but like Jason is played by Jason Mantzoukas, and then he just like walks in and he like holds a machete, everyone screams, and he's like, "What's up with that?" And then he starts killing everyone. He's all like really silly.
Everyone run!
I might do that for the thumbnail somehow. Make a thing. Hold on, you guys.
Is she listening for his banging? Ah! He comes out of home completely different door. Run! Run! How the heck did you do that?
This robot lady is like going to be next.
She can't die because she's a robot. He's finally met her match. His match.
There won't be blood, right?
She finally met her match. They're looking.
She needs to sacrifice herself.
Yeah, like what if she just challenges him with her robot?
I challenge you to a duel. And that's all Jason ever wanted. And finally he gets his duel and no one gets killed again.
Yeah.
Just wanted to fight someone worthy of his
I know people, you know, I mean, I have
well, Jason understands English.
Maybe you think he does. But
Jason has
really
spoken. Look at Jason has spoken as many times as Link has spoken.
He goes,
oh man, you guys. Let's see. Now I am a little bit sad I'm not recording the Photoshop for this, but
do it.
Wait, didn't he always have his machete? What was he killing people with?
He had a space one. He had a space machete.
Ooh, a new and improved space machete.
I typed in Jason X Mantzoukas. See.
I don't know.
Well, could you be
anything come up?
Popped up. No.
I'm gonna be the first one.
Not yet.
I'm gonna send it to him.
So type in Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past.
Movie IMDb. I'm trying to put one of the cast members there. I don't know why I'm not doing it myself.
It's okay.
I feel like I wouldn't give you a job or something.
Okay.
What is the person who played?
Oh no, they broke the robot. Or right, no, that's a person.
All of a sudden, it's a girl. Name off.
Okay.
Once you learn, you never.
That narrows it down.
Okay, so she just picked up a gun from 400 Days Future. Because like, whoa, you know, use a thing. It's just like riding a bike. A bike that you've never rode before because it's 400 years in the future. What?
Well, if you could ride a motorcycle, could you ride a Tron bike?
Probably not. I would assume there's a bunch of like a billion other buttons that you have to press and like.
But like once you get it going, you know, like.
No, I don't think so at all.
Or could you just?
It is a problem.
You know.
Are you telling me that there's
move?
absolutely no chance for us
Nope.
to better?
Anyways, who are you talking about, Game Dork? What am I looking at?
I'm going down. I have to look at the list because as I'm seeing, there is quite a few women in this movie. Boo Stewart, is that?
He is a.
I'm not. I'm just saying a name of a person that I didn't think that was really a person's name, but it is. Boo Boo Stewart.
He has a sister named Trent.
Crazy. Man, like I have too many brain farts. Okay, you saw the movie though, right?
Yeah.
The girl who can make weapons appear out of her mind and they're purple.
Blink?
And they're purple.
That doesn't sound like her name.
Well, Blink does portals. She doesn't do weapons.
No, not the portal one. She was the bad guy. She was on the bad side. And she, like, that girl was like, I keep forgetting every show. Look at why all these people in here. What else was she in? I can't see her.
We don't have time for this.
Weapons, huh? Yeah, I don't know.
I will find. Let me see.
Yeah, you keep looking, Game Dork. You report back.
I just found some random. I found this website, Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, the franchise.com. And I'm not going to read this blog post. I might, maybe I'll. But I just love the title because I went from the Robert Ebert thing, like this is the worst one ever, half out of 10 stars, and then this blog, how Jason X saved the Friday the 13th franchise. Like,
oh gosh.
It saved it because people were like, "What? Are you kidding me? He's in space. We gotta go see that."
You do not. Yes, we do. To go to people.
She is someone.
Yeah, she's an actor. For sure.
She's someone, for sure.
She's Lexia Diong. Something like that. Oh, Lexa Diong?
Actually, I don't know what she's been in. She just looks familiar.
Well, I'm giving you the information.
Okay. In the trailer, I remember her doing a flip and cutting a car in half with her sword. You know what I mean?
Oh,
she does a flip.
You're thinking of Psylocke.
Oh, I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying Lexa Diong does a flip in this movie and cuts a car in half.
Oh, no,
I didn't know you were going back. I didn't know you were going back to X-Men. Oh gosh,
you're thinking of Olivia Munn.
Yes, exactly. That's who I think could replace that girl.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they look very similar.
Okay.
Olivia Munn.
We're gonna get you out of here.
It sounds like you're yelling at a dog.
I know. I'm gonna name my dog that name, and then it'd be all fun.
You can name your dog Echo. Hey, so the pirate just picked up the cowboy's head, and now he's going to eat whatever he's holding. Oh, it's an earpiece. Never mind.
Eat. Nom 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 nom. Don't you just eat normally, sir?
You weren't alive during the microphone.
No, he eats
He has Jarvis.
Side note: if you look up Jason Mantzoukas, like, and there's an old photo of him without his beard, just like who is that man?
Kinsa, are you there?
That happens to like a lot of people without beard.
Yeah, but because his beard is like part of his image and his like crazy hair, and there's like an old photo of him, like nice haircut, no beard. He just. I don't know, you probably, I guess women might say he even looks handsome, but it's so funny because the image that he has now branded himself with is this crazy man, and that's so funny to see. I'm an actor. I just got the Hollywood. I'm hoping to get some roles here, and he's all now this insane person.
How are we doing for time?
Really good looking. That I didn't expect to be really good looking.
Right? Yeah, pretty good looking. Right? I think.
Yeah, but you know who else is really good looking that I didn't expect to be really good looking? Taika Waititi, who is directing the next Thor. He is a silver fox.
I don't know how to respond, but I will accept your choice of suitor. It's always hard to know what girls would think is actually cute.
I can only speculate so much. Like
there are a lot of rappers who are like Lil Wayne does not look like a freaking someone at all, like that you would even know. T-Pain, Little John, like those.
I think the general consensus, what's like conventionally attractive, like for at least for Hollywood standards, is like the chiseled jawline, the hipster hair, the beard thing going on.
Like okay, Ice Cube has like a.
I love Ice Cube.
Yeah, like he has like a respectful type of.
No, he looks like an Angry Bird, and it's really cute.
Angry Bird.
Please tweet that so he could see that tweet and be like, "What?
Oh my gosh." He gonna make a diss song.
He'd be like, I don't understand what that means.
Hold on, let me help you guys out there.
I would love to sell like a piece of this franchise to like a Hollywood actor. It's like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna get on this. So it'd be like Up Down Left Die and Ice Cube presents Buffer Buddies, or I guess he would have top billing, but you know what I mean.
Ice Cube presents Up Down Left Die presents
Up Down Left Die and Up Down Left Die present Buffer Buddies, a podcast where we watch movies.
I look in chat, you guys. I sent you a picture of a bird and I sent you a picture of Ice Cube. They look the same, and it's so cute.
These are. Oh, you're right. I know you. I mean, not that. You're not right about that. You're absolutely wrong about Ice Cube and Bird looking the same.
No.
But I didn't know that person you're talking about, the director person. I didn't know that you're like, oh, I didn't know he was this. You meant he was the guy from
What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, from that movie he looks like all trash, but in like that second photo you posted, he's like all like clean cut. It's like very nice. But didn't she just come back from the dead and now he throws like a knife at her?
Yeah, she was like, oh, I'm back and I'm here to kick some butt, and then he threw a knife at her and then she went, and then she died. Yeah. Oh, she's lying.
JK.
Yeah.
She's lighting him up.
That's what's up.
And now she's smiling because she has a taste of blood. Man.
Oh my gosh. Now this is Resident Evil. I hate it already. That's the only reason, for real, that's the only reason I hate the Resident Evil movies, because stuff like that is not anything that they do in the games, and it's a misrepresentation of it, for real.
Yeah, but they're good movies.
I don't know. I can't view them like that at all, because I'm literally a huge fan. Like, I grew up with the game. I remember walking through the mall and seeing.
But just don't think of them as part of them. Just don't think as part of them as the game. Then
I can't, because for me, I'm like, if Jared hasn't seen Resident Evil or hasn't played the games and he sees the movies, like if he likes the movies,
that though. I think of it as a movie.
I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know.
No, because no movie represents the book. No book represents the movie. No video game represents the movie. No movie represents. None of this stuff can be an accurate representation of the. That's not
completely true. Actually, Silent Hill was the first video game movie that actually felt like the game. They used the same soundtrack. They got.
But it wasn't a good movie.
And
it's not a good movie.
They have scenes and characters from that movie shot for shot. Like literally, I would go, oh, let me see this in the game, and I was like, oh, I remember that. Like literally, so many of those moments, and that's the kind of stuff I expected to see. And instead of Resident Evil, the first movie, like they changed the mansion thing to the Hive or something like that. Like, it was a whole underground facility under a mansion or something like.
Yeah. Well, the mansion was the entrance to the Hive research facility.
Do the mansion for 30 minutes at least, and then go under the Hive. Like, change the thing after you've given us what we want. Because waiting for like 4 or 5 movies to get Leon Kennedy when he was in the second game, like that didn't make sense to me. I'm like, these characters are so loved, and you create a new character called Alice. Like, those are the things that pissed me off. It's like doing Harry Potter and creating another main character.
I'm really good at separating the
I don't see
them from the source material.
Well, I wish I had what you guys had.
Because that's the thing, everyone's like, it's not as good as the book. Okay, doesn't mean that they can't exist simultaneously.
Who's your mom?
Yeah.
I can do it with Marvel stuff though, because they always live by that multiverse kind of aspect where the thing may not have happened that you loved in the comics, but guess what? It still has happened in another universe. So just look at it like that. Like, you know. Sorry, Tiff, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I sometimes, or recently at least, I find that the movie is better than the source material, or specifically for books, because I feel like books nowadays are written as if they plan on for it to be movies, which is like a pretty pretentious way of like writing, I think.
That's also where you're gonna get you're gonna get like way more money from the movie deal than like from the book. Probably.
Yeah, but like assuming that like,
I really hope it turns into a movie. So I'm gonna. Well, you're trying to maximize your opportunities, but
but that makes it a very bad book. You know, like.
True, probably.
Yeah, and so like I watched the movie version and I was like, wow, this is a lot better. The Maze Runner series is an example. Movies, super, super good. Books, garbage. But they're also for like 10-year-old boys. Like, can't really say much there, you know?
I'm hoping that Ready Player One ends up being really dope, because they literally got the book writer there. And he said,
I hated the book.
But he said that anything that's not shown on screen will be mentioned at least, or in the background. You'll see stuff from the book, everything that you can think of.
Just gonna end up taking them.
So like that's the kind of stuff I like to hear and see. Like, we love fan service for things we love, but I also understand when things have to change to make it really good.
Then there's no point.
For that movie specifically though, I want them to change a lot of it because I hate.
Get your ass out here, okay?
I feel like a lot of fan service though is just like makes up.
Why can't we just go over here?
I don't know. Like, I have like mixed feelings about fan service. Like, yeah, obviously, like we want that, but at the same time, or like maybe we as a collective, not me necessarily. But I feel like a lot of fan service is just like real tacky. It makes it tacky to me. It's like, you guys, here it is. And you're like, well, like, how about you take the movie seriously for once and make a good story rather than like being. It's almost like it's self-aware and it like kind of ruins it, in my opinion.
I want to see a review from someone who hasn't seen any of the Marvel movies but just watched Civil War, because that movie itself literally is the culmination of every movie that came before and all the things that each character went through. So you almost like, I know it's a good movie, but like you get more out of it when you were invested with all those characters. So you know,
I mean, I kind of watched Civil War I just watched Civil War recently, and
you didn't see it when it was in theaters?
No, I never got to go. I didn't have friends.
Wait. So you watched Civil War after Spider-Man or before?
Before. Yeah, before Spider-Man. But
at least you got that.
But like still very like isolated from like the most, it's kind of an island. I haven't watched a lot of the other Marvel movies, like, because nothing's been out for a while. And then also it's been a long time since I watched whatever the movie before that was, Avengers 2 or whatever. I had no idea what was going on in that movie. I could not remember.
Okay, so
like, what the hell was happening?
What happens?
And I was like, wait, is Bucky bad guy? He's a good guy? I know he was in the other one. Wasn't he a bad guy? How is he a good guy? Oh, I was like trying to remember, like they established that he was brainwashed and they unbrainwashed him so much, like.
Yeah. So in the first, Jared, in the first Captain America looks at Bucky and he goes, "Let's be bad." And then that's how that happened.
Didn't Bucky say that to Captain America?
Oh yeah, Bucky said that.
And he's like, "No, I'm America. I'm literally the country of America."
Yeah, and he's like, how wide and how long? Like, how wide is America?
What? I'm confused.
Well, Captain America is 2,680 miles long.
Right.
He's American. He's the country of America.
He's the country of America. It's my new song. You can buy it on iTunes right now.
Was that a tree growing?
Searching.
All set.
Oh gosh. Oh, that looks like it rocked for reals.
I know.
Oh gosh, Terminator.
Oh man.
Jason.
Wait, how did he get that? How did he get that?
He upgraded.
How though?
Drank adamantium.
Oh no. Oh, this is tight, sorta, and somewhat. I don't know what to say. The Rock, get your butt in here. Girl, you're gonna die and you don't even live. Get out of there.
You're gonna die and you don't even live.
But I don't get, like, where did that mask come from? Where did half of this stuff come from?
He was crafting at his guild.
She needs to say, run. Seriously, you're gonna freaking Resident Evil?
Oh, well.
He just punched her head off.
Wow. She was able to hold his sword hand.
I know.
You are not Spider-Man, girl. You are not Spider-Man.
What if she is?
The music for this movie sucks so bad. Like, it doesn't need to be this bad.
This was like the 90s.
This is like cheap video game loot.
Jason fucking Voorhees, that's what's going on.
Jason is doing what to Voorhees?
I thought that guy died. Didn't I saw him? They're doing what we said they were gonna do.
Do you want a Tic Tac? He's holding a little box.
No, it needs to be a Snickers bar.
Gonna get blown to the side.
Oh no, they're hot dog ship.
No, we're not gonna be able.
Oh yeah, you know how like if you ever have a hot dog and it's like really packed and it like rips through the bottom of the bun? That's just what happened. You're like, oh, now it's a sandwich. Damn it. The worst.
Well, you can get rid of the other side of it and just do like a low carb hot dog.
Oh, man.
I think she's holding.
Oh man, he's still holding her head. Oh,
He loves that robot.
That's his baby. That's his weird science.
Oh, she's still alive.
He is a weird body thing.
Tiamat to Grendel. Come in, Grendel. We have tender approach and emergency docking.
Was that John Cusack's first movie?
This one?
Weird Science.
Oh, I don't even know.
He was in that, I believe, as a kid. If I'm.
Oh my gosh.
He's punching through outside now.
Oh dang, that sucks.
Jason doesn't want to die.
Oh, because
even though he's always died. Like, stop messing with these innocent people. These guys haven't done anything. Everybody else was the ones having sex. So.
Janessa! We didn't know whether to name character Jane or Vanessa.
I like Jane. I like Vanessa. Janessa it is. That's not what we said.
What?
He took the director. They're like, I'm not budging on this. I think it should be Janessa. I'm not budging on it. It should be Vanessa. And he's like, I shall cut the baby in half, and then each one will take half.
Oh gosh.
He put the King James, and it ended up being no one budged, and it became Janessa.
They're not gonna reach for it, woman.
Hurry up, man. The black man is holding his heart. If your fingers fall off.
Wow, there's
the
time
quote.
for the pun.
There's the quote.
Ew.
I don't think that's how that would happen.
That is not what I wanted to happen. I wanted her to survive. Like that was.
She got sucked into the hole and split up. Is that how?
Like
that works?
She got like she got like strained.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. You gotta think like what happened to her bones and all that.
Wait, but you guys, now she's just a mess up.
Good one. It claps and it comes up.
Thank you very much.
And a baby pacifier attached to a giraffe.
My nieces have those.
The little open up.
Just like that.
Freaking Jason, man. You could
Aren't you sleepy? Isn't it nap time?
No. I don't want to be corny about it, but there's something I love about I'm seeing my kids, especially with like pacifiers, and like that look they have when they just look at you with their big eyes. As a dad, it's something that you don't understand when you see it.
Oh, what now?
Jim, man, skip pipes won't open. I've got this.
I've got this.
Only on Buffer Buddies can you talk about like your adorable kids while watching Jason.
Hey, tell me more about your kids.
Well.
Also, that lady just died. She got murdered horribly.
Yeah.
Also, the Defenders are dropping on the 18th of this month.
Their headsets don't look comfortable.
Be sure to tune in, because we'll be doing Buffer Buddies, watching Defenders. We will not be doing that.
Defenders?
I'm in the maintenance.
Yeah, the Defenders is dropping 18th.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my gosh, like you were so out of the loop and everything. The Defenders is the culmination of all 4 Marvel Netflix shows, just like the Avengers. So Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Daredevil team up to fight one cohesive force. And it's 8 episodes, I believe. Nothing too much like the other ones. I think are 12 or 14 episodes or something. But it's supposed to be good, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a big ship. Wait.
Actually, what he's thinking is probably the safest thing is like be in outer space, because like you can't move fast in outer space, and you could probably just float away from him a lot.
Are you there?
Yes.
I'm going to divert the main power supply unit and send it to you.
What did you say?
See the
He still has the robot head, huh?
It was a pretty clever scene in Avengers 1 where Cap was the one who had to try to fix it, and Iron Man's trying to talk him through it.
Oh yeah.
Like those are the moments that you just as a fan of these characters, Tony Stark is smart. Captain America is strong. He's not technically smart, but like that in that way.
He's a smart enough guy, but he's just
but not like on a advanced technology.
Yeah, well,
level.
he's never had any technology whatsoever. Like as far as like,
that's what Game Dark was saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, he's still like a smart guy, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like, literally, if you guys think about it, Captain America now is that same kid from like the 40s. Like, literally, he was turned into Cap, lived maybe about two years at the most doing his fighting Red Skull. Then he got frozen and woken up like in 2012 or something. So he's still that kid, just they aged his body and he's peak condition.
Why don't they just put him in the simulation game and put it on wave mode of people, and he could just stab until his heart's content?
The end. It just the whole ending credits.
Well, that's my thing too. Is he doesn't seem like he's really conscious per se. It just seems like he's just locked in on this murder thing. Like you're just negotiating with him, so you could probably get him locked in a loop of just stabbing virtual entities, and he wouldn't really even know. He's just like, kill. He doesn't seem intelligent,
look at this. This is so familiar. This is exactly what. This is the typical like Jason scene. Him in a forest.
Yeah.
But he's all like cyborgy.
Whoops.
Yeah,
Jason cyborg. He's.
Nothing.
I didn't.
Oops. What? Oops.
I'll be right back in a second.
She looks like she's holding a glow stick. She's fixing the spaceship with a glow stick.
Prepare variations using data file Crystal Lake 1980.
Oh, that's so creepy, that robot.
Here goes nothing.
She's really good at moving her face.
Hey, you want a beer?
Or do you want to smoke some pot?
Or we can have premarital sex.
What is this movie?
We love premarital sex.
He's like, this is too easy. There's no sport in this. I can't just murder people.
Try it now, Rowan.
He's like, yeah, sure. He doesn't kill them.
Can he like? Oh God!
What is this?
So he took the two girls who were in sleeping bags, and he I guess he killed them, tied them up.
No, they're alive. They're alive. He's killing them with the other. That is the goofiest thing. That is goofier than Goofy from Disney. Like Goofy couldn't be that goofy.
So he tied up the girls in respective sleeping bags and used one to beat the other.
Yeah.
Classic.
That is classic.
Classic Jason.
That's the
classic Jason Voorhees. Classic Jason, y'all. This is how I remembered it.
I'm pretty proud of this Photoshop. This is the stuff I meant to be doing those other episodes. Like it took me like 5 minutes and it's pretty fantastic.
You just had a good muse.
What? Yeah, well, I mean, it's simple. It's simple and it's concise. I was doing way too much in those other images. Here we go. Let me export this for you guys.
Run!
There. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, is there an actual cabinet, but it's all just illusion? Oh, this is the scene in Avenger where Iron Man comes to fight the Hulk.
Hulkbuster.
Yeah, he's totally wearing the Hulkbuster.
The X-Buster, son.
Jason Buster.
The J-Buster.
Buster Rhymes.
Buster Rhymes. Hit you with another lens of what you're saying, yo. Silly with my 9 milli with the dilly, yo. I don't remember the rest. something.
This is literally the movie Alien. This is in every single way.
This is some guy's fanfic.
Oh my gosh. No, this is better than Alien.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, what? Oh,
what is this?
Hulkbuster.
Yeah, but he's sending him back to Earth. Now he's gonna kill like a bunch of Earth.
Yeah, because he's gonna survive that Earth 2
He's not
impact.
their problem anymore. That's what matters. They can just live in space now and die in space.
I can't believe it.
Anyway.
Son?
KN, are you okay?
I'll be back on my feet in no time. As soon as I have some.
I'll get right on it.
It's beautiful.
Anyway, here's this image that I made.
Where is it? Where are you posting it? What the?
He looks so sad, Jason.
That's why I love that image. He's like, I guess I'm gonna kill you. I guess whatever.
Awesome, man.
Oh, should I change it to? Oh man, is this the title of the episode? Jason Mantzoukas X.
Yes.
Like parentheses around Mantzoukas.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. It's very impossible to spell. Mantzoukas. Okay, I've been leaving out the T unintentionally.
But I feel like that's how you were.
I mean,
TV, that TV sound.
Yeah. It's like it's not silent, but it's also like it's a smooth thing. But I didn't know I had a T in there. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm confused about the timeline here. Okay, because remember, this movie was before Freddy versus Jason. So at some point, you had to remember that there was one Jason movie where at the end of the Jason film, you see Freddy Krueger's glove, and that was the hint that they were eventually going to do Freddy vs. Jason. I have no idea from what point, and like the timeline. Like, yeah, how does the timeline even make sense now?
This is taking place in the past.
So this would have to take. This literally is in the future. So this would have to take place.
No. You don't understand. What had happened was they came from a galaxy far, far away. They traveled. They brought him to Earth. That was that final scene. And then that sets off the first movie. Jason X1.
What the heck? That literally does not make sense.
Jason Mraz.
That does not make sense because at the end of the first Jason movie, Jason pops out and grabs the girl at the end as a boy. He's like a little boy. And
that's because he's also Benjamin Button.
Like, I'm spoiling for anyone who hasn't seen the other Jason movies. I'm sorry for spoiling half of them for you guys.
I don't think they mind.
But watch them and enjoy.
Watch them and enjoy.
And watch it. Some of them are good. I can't tell you which ones. You're gonna have to. It's subjective. Is the world of
well, what
today.
do you rate this one, Game Dork?
Oh man, I didn't even think about the. For it was pretty good for like buffer buddy material.
So out of 10, what's your rating?
Out of 10, I'll go 8. No, right. You go.
I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 Disney movies.
Oh, nice one.
I want to give it. I feel like 7's too high. Like 6.5 cryogenically frozen heads.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I'm
trying to remember a moment.
Yeah, that's the issue I have. I don't have like the clever things very often. But I like also someone commented on, well, while you're thinking of that, someone did comment on this blog post where Jason X saved the franchise or whatever. And someone's like, I didn't like his Uber mask. Reminded me too much of the Mighty Ducks cartoon. And I agree with that. I didn't need that comment to think that, but I'm glad that there's someone else thinking the same thing. Also, what the hell was that cartoon, you guys? Remember that? You guys remember the 90s? What's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know. 90s was a time and a half.
I'll just give it 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Just a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
10 out of 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 Jason masks.
10 out of 10 vanilla flavor.
I'll keep it normal for now.
Okay.
But for future reference, we should try to go into the movie with the thought of remembering moments.
Yeah, I definitely don't do that. I'm like, oh, shoot, it's the end. Oh, what happened in this movie?
I take notes.
Or if you want, you could have my cryogenically. If you want, you could have my cryogenically frozen rating, and I'll do 10 out of or 6.5 out of 10 Jason Mantzoukas X's.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, there you can have that. Anyways,
you made it.
So, we did it, you guys. We made it to the end of this movie. Not bad. Yeah, it was bad, but it's like fun bad. It is a good like overall.
I paid attention enough.
Yeah, I mean, I paid it. So that's the thing. That's the thing we're finding with these movies. Are the good ones are ones that are like visually like storyteller. Like the movie tells itself through visuals, and that way we could talk and watch still. Mm-hmm. And I think that's also like, again, this rating system. If people don't know, we're rating these movies based on like buffer buddies, like are this listening style. So it also works for your movie nights too, if you want to have bad movie nights with your friends. So our rating system is kind of based around that. So this kind of works for that, because often when you're having those movie nights, people are having like side conversations, not paying attention. So you don't want to put on like Inception where you need to listen to every single word. If you want a movie where you like everyone's talking, there's maybe even music in the background because you're at a party, you should be able to watch it visually and still understand more or less what's happening. And this movie really worked on that level. There's very little dialogue, so you don't even need that. And so you could just follow like what's happening via like visuals. And you go, who's that guy? Well, it doesn't matter if you're listening to the movie because you don't know. They don't introduce any of these characters to you in like a consumable way. So this one works actually really well for it. It was very simple. It was a simple movie for simple people. Can
I change my my rating?
Oh, you're gonna give it a 1?
No, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 nudes.
Nudes? Oh, how about yeah, I was gonna say, do you know what your rating's gonna be, Game Dork?
What were you? I was gonna say 10 out of 10 random girls getting whacked into other random girls and sleeping bags.
That's pretty good. I was pretty good, but how about like 10 out of 10 like nipples falling off? Like real.
Oh gosh, that's the best one.
That's
10 out of 10 removable nipples.
Yeah. That's like really good.
I'm going to use that one. That's going to be my official my unit of measurement. Okay. Anyways, I think this is episode 16 or something. Sorry about the last week episode being short, or maybe you guys want them short. Maybe we just should switch over to TV shows in general. I don't know. You tell us. Again, butforbuddies.com is your source of information for everything about us. Be sure to help us rate and suggest movies on our Reddit. Even if you don't come to the shows or live or anything like that, be sure to rate them if you want to have any, have any say in what we watch, and what we take apart and make fun of. And again, butforbuddies.com if you want to be on it as well. A hashtag BBEP16 for this episode. Tweet your quotes. That's a lot of fun to read those quotes. I love that. And then as well as let us know if you rate us on iTunes, or I'll check them every once in a while. But if you want us to shout you out, we'll read them out on the show, and I'll give you a shout out on Twitter and all that stuff. And again, be sure to come by our Twitch streams as well. Twitch.tv/UpDownLeftDie, or UpDownLeftDie.com has all the information for that. Was there anything, Game Dark? Did you want to plug a thing? Are you going to be doing streams soon? Because now that you have your game laptop?
For those who do know, I used to only basically stream on PS4. I finally got a decent gaming laptop, so I will be very soon doing streams very differently. Even VR streams, you're finally going to be able to see me, and I'm very happy about that. So thank you to everyone who supported me, including UpDownLeftDie, Tiff and Jared. You guys have been a big inspiration to just me even doing this at all and continuing to watch streams. Like, I wasn't on Twitch as much until I met you guys. So thank you.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
So that is it. But yeah,
I had something else, but I forgot. Anyways, whatever. Oh yeah. Also, not going to give any. I don't think I could give any details. I'm not going to give any details. But we were We had a little extra work in a Chris Villain video. I'm pretty excited for that. Probably less than 2 seconds of us probably are in the video, but I'm pretty excited to be like, hey, look at that. We're there. So we'll definitely tweet about that when that comes out and give more information as we're probably allowed to. But yeah, go check out Chris Villain. Yep. So this is goodbye. Goodbye now.
Bye.
Bye.